looking like that, Bill Murphy.
I'm starting to feel nauseous.
I'm glad.
Anybody want something for the break room? Anybody want something?
Goodness.
Hey, I'll take some orange juice and a donut.
Okay.
Well, you know what?
What's that?
Anytime I hear that sound on Saturday morning at 10 a.m., you know what it makes me think?
What?
How great I am.
Oh, my goodness.
Your humility is awesome, baby.
I mean,
It's taking years for me to work on this.
his humility is a thing of record.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got a black belt on that.
Yes. Look, you listen to the Sports Shop on 620 a.m. The Buzz. This morning, it's been great.
Yeah.
And this is what we like to call the second hour of the show, the K-Mac Hour. Man. Did you feel it? I mean, did you feel the energy when we came back?
I felt the energy sucked out of the room.
Right.
That's what I felt.
Right.
Oh,
Can I have an amen, brother?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we talked a little NCCU this morning.
Yep.
That was pretty good. We got Augustus joining us now.
And don't forget about the America's Cup update.
Oh, the America's Cup update.
We had the America's Cup update.
That's right.
Anytime you tell me a boat costs much as the Dallas Cowboys, that concerns me. That concerns me. A boat or the Dallas Cowboys? I'm thinking, really?
Yeah.
But now some of those yachting aficionados will get offended because I call it a boat.
Yeah.
Don't be bad-mouthing like Dallas Cowboys, man.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now, anytime you get a guest that comes on in the K-Mac hour and he wants to talk, you're going to get talked to. So now we got something to talk about. Earl Reese.
Yes.
I got the stats up, but I'll let you kick it off first, but then I want to go through these stats. I want to start with the NFC.
Wait. I know research is not here, but you're about to trample on rule number 2.
Oh, no. These are some simple stats.
Okay. Are they stats or facts?
These are, factual. These are factual. These are like 0 and 1. Right. 1 and 1.
Right.
0 and somebody got a 3.
We're talking NFL. I mean, the first 2 weeks are down, and now we're in the third week. A lot of surprises over the first 2 weeks. I mean, some teams like we're talking about Miami. We're talking about Chicago. We're talking about Kansas City. We're talking about Seattle Seahawks undefeated.
Well, hold on.
Come on, are you serious?
I don't think there's any real surprise at the Seattle Seahawks being undefeated.
Miami
is a shocker.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kansas City is a shocker.
Right.
Those two teams, I mean, clearly have something going right in the right direction.
Well, let's just get this out of the way.
Let's go.
Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
The National
that suck.
Football Conference.
Yes.
The NFC East. Which will include the Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Giants,
the New York Football Giants,
the New York Football Giants,
okay,
and the Washington Redskins.
Okay,
the Washington Redskins are 0-2, and we all know why, because it's just our second preseason game. We're okay
because your franchise.
He's already got.
I've already got.
That's a DBI, by the way.
That was a DBI.
On reverse,
devastated by injury.
Right, exactly.
That was a claim.
Yeah,
I'm starting from the bottom, going to the top. So hold on a minute.
And since your team does suck.
Hey.
There's nothing to be. I'm not shocked that they're 0-2.
You know what, Bill?
I'm shocked that my team is 0-2.
You better. You keep on. You may not make it to the game today.
Okay.
You keep on all that talking. You may not make it to the game today.
Hey, Bill, my other job's a bodyguard. So
there you go, bro.
So we got the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
So let's just pause there just for a minute, because I got to get to my man sitting in next to me. Because he was talking all that smack off air.
Yeah.
And I got something for him in just a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
But the Eagles.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly has revolutionized. I'm going back to last week.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly has revolutionized the NFL. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't think he's going to be revolutionizing, but he is evolving it. He is moving it to the next level.
He's revolutionized it to the point where his team is tired. I mean, this third week into the season, and they're like 14th week. I mean, they're tired. I mean, they're his offense. You have to be in shape, like for real in shape. And obviously, Philadelphia's not there yet at all.
But first of all, he's used to guys that are 10 years younger.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
That's a good point.
See, when you're used to coaching and playing that offense with guys that are 10 years younger,
sure,
and 40 pounds lighter, it's a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little different. So I think it's going to take a minute for the players to evolve, to come around to that, but I just don't think what it requires for that system to work late into the third and fourth quarter is something that you can actually do in the NFL, because, when you're playing in Oregon, it's one Ndamukong Suh on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
When you're playing against the Bears, there's 6. And guess what? They bring in 6 more.
Right, exactly.
So it's going to be difficult for the offensive line to keep up with that, as well as Michael Vick taking that hit.
I will say this. Last year, the major problem that the Philadelphia Eagles had is they had no offensive line. They had zero.
Right.
Michael Vick was getting killed. Okay. This year, they've upgraded the offensive line. If you saw them when they came out on Monday night, they looked good.
But that's because we suck.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
that's the real deal.
My bad. But, like I said, they look pretty good. The fact of the matter is, this style of offense is the future.
No.
I mean, they're going up tempo. Denver's done it. I mean, what did they call it for all those years? It was just Peyton running the shotgun.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't, but it was similar in regard to the fact that they were snapping the ball with 10, 15 seconds left on the clock.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the up tempo style, I think, is here to stay.
Yeah. Michael Vick got exposed a little bit because one of the things I've always had a knock on Michael Vick about. I just don't think he does a good job reading defenses, when he gets under the gun.
Yeah, but I think I would go one step further. I think Mike has a tendency, because of the fact that when he is under pressure, he has a tendency to throw outside of his normal throwing motion. For example, he'll throw moving back off his back foot, sliding to the left, throwing side on. Michael tried to get the ball out.
So the mechanics gets really sloppy.
The mechanics get sloppy, and when the mechanics get sloppy with Mike Vick, that's when you get the turnovers. Because they only had 2 turnovers in the first 2 games, but they had 4 turnovers, on Thursday night.
And I think he's starting to get nicked up a little bit already. That's gonna play a factor. I mean, really, really early into the season, so that's gonna play a factor. But we can come back to that. So I want to jump on something else real quick.
Yeah, let's jump on the Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. So let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys, because I know quite a few Dallas Cowboys fans.
Right. One of whom is gracing us right now.
One or two of them I'm related to.
A couple of you're actually related to.
So I hear this quite often. But let me just sum it up like this. You're as good as you ever going to be this year. Right now, enjoy this now, because this is as good as it's going to get for you right now. And Augustus, I apologize before we even get started. I don't even know why you support the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, do you not know? I mean, I know you. What you say, you were Korean, right? So
last time I checked.
Okay, all right. So, but you guys, you don't know anything.
We don't play football in Korea.
Okay, but you picked the Cowboys. What did you pick the Cowboys?
Well, I've been a Cowboys fan on a philosophical level since 1968.
That's what's wrong already.
This is true.
1968?
That would be the problem.
Exactly.
We were like 9 years old.
I was 10, actually.
You were 10?
Yeah, at the time.
Stop living in the past.
Tom Landry, yeah, that's true. Tom Landry was the coach. We had quarterbacks named Roger Staubach and Craig Morton. We had a front line with Bob Lilly, and also we had Dwayne Thomas and Calvin Hill.
Absolutely.
And there were some awesome teams back then.
There were some awesome teams.
Yeah, and I still can't believe how Jones ditched the coach of Cowboys in such a manner. And ever since then, I've always been a Cowboys fan, because I always support the underdog, whether they're good at it or not. And I'm one of these philosophical guys where, loyalty counts. And I was born in the year of the dog, 1958. One of the traits of a dog is loyalty. So, once I'm stuck with you, I'm stuck with
all
you,
that,
man.
right? All that.
So, but you know what, though? I mean, it's not easy being a minority in this area, being a Cowboys fan.
That's exactly what you are.
You know what, though, man? I'm a strong person, and I dig it. So, come on.
You need a thick skin when you are a supporter of the Cowgirl organization.
Oh, my gosh.
So do you think you have any hope this year?
Not really, but that's not the point of me being a fan.
There you go.
But you know what? I was living in Delaware Valley, Philadelphia area for 18 years.
Right.
With Buddy Ryan.
Right.
Was coach.
Huh.
And as soon as I leave in 2002, go overseas, guess what happens to the Eagles? They go to Super Bowl.
They go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 years I'm going, they're in the Super Bowl.
They're in the Super Bowl,
what's wrong with this picture here? But yeah, I agree with you in terms of football assessment. I mean, it's going to be a rough year for Cowboys, and what can I say, man?
Well, let me tell you one thing.
Phil Ford, if you're listening,
Right. Yeah.
Tony Romo still sucks.
You're right. Chris Brown, Terry Griffin.
If you're listening, your team still sucks.
Hey, but listen, man, Emmitt Smith was at the Jimmy V a few weeks
that's
ago.
right,
That was solid man right there.
I talked to him for a while. He's a nice dude, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's about the only Cowboy I like.
I mean, there are individual Cowboys that I like.
Yeah. I mean, those are individual players.
Right, players.
But the
organization as a whole.
If I see a silver helmet with a blue star on the side of it, I start breaking out in hives.
And you know one thing that's annoying about Cowboys fans, you included, Augustus, that you just don't come to grips with reality that you don't
Not
have.
good.
You just don't have it.
You know, you're probably right. I'm a romanticist and I'm an idealist. But you know what? It's like these people that kind of like artistic kind of people that make the world more beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my athletic days are over now, so I just go with what is beautiful.
Augustus, what sports did you play?
Yeah.
Well, last time I hung on my ice hockey was in 1980-81 again when I played ice hockey for UNC.
Whoa! Back up. Let's start again.
Yeah.
You speak English, man? Let me try this again, dude.
Right. Yeah.
Before there was Carolina Hurricanes, there was UNC ice hockey team on campus.
Right.
We played Duke, and Duke had one, NC State had one, and we had Wake Forest. And in fact, in 1980, when we were playing Olympics, we were actually playing, I think we were playing Duke when U.S. team beat the Russians.
Okay.
And that was awesome.
Second shortest book in the U.S. library. Koreans I've met while playing ice hockey.
Hey, listen, man, that's not only the shortest book, it's the shortest sentence. Yeah, you know what? This is true. I am what is known as an oxymoron. I don't fit in any kind of Wait, when you catch your breath, you can talk to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your thought to... Yeah, this is true. Korean, playing ice hockey in the South?
In the South.
Oh, man.
All on the sports South.
Talk avec moi.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was great. I mean, I like sports where you make contact with other people. In other words, chess isn't for me. Exactly.
Right.
But, I got to either hit or be hit.
Right.
And otherwise, I'm not playing. So I played soccer at East Carolina when I was a freshman.
Don't box Floyd Mayweather because you'll never hit. I'll be hit.
And, but as soon as I hit 35 and then I became, parent, things like that, I couldn't play team sports anymore. That's when I, started focusing on my martial arts background. So that's what I did for a long time. I started school.
Well, we're going to get into that on, about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
okay, we're going to talk about that. But
yeah.
But I'm still stuck on the fact that you played ice hockey at UNC. Now, if you told me you went to, I don't know, school in
Michigan, yeah.
I get that. You came to Chapel Hill to play hockey?
I tell you what, man.
What in the world?
Oh, yeah, and a bunch of Yankees together. Basically, there were like 30 Yankees playing ice hockey down there. We had a good time. But we played at Hillsborough. Daniel Boone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Up there, it was a lot of fun. It really was.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I still think they still have the club hockey team in Carolina. It was pretty good.
I can put this down. This is the first. This is the first.
Sports Korean guest for ice hockey player. So daggone Asian. How about that?
Pretty good.
We've broken a lot of stereotypes.
Trust me, man.
Today.
Anybody say the America's Cup? Who would have thought?
Listen,
Reese is growing his hair back, man.
Listen, we are breaking new ground as we speak.
Oh, man. So,
do you want me to talk about the Snake Eyes right now, gentlemen?
Yeah, how about
man?
Yeah,
break it down for us. Give us a little rundown.
All right. There in the movies, there are two kinds of martial artists.
Right.
One is an actor who plays a martial artist.
Right.
The other one is martial artist who happens to be an actor.
Okay.
Right.
But the guy who plays Snake Eyes' name is Ray Park.
Right.
And
in the movie G.I. Joe.
G.I.
Right.
Joe.
Okay.
And he is the real deal. I mean, we shot for a week together, and he was just constantly stretching in front of me because he was a martial artist. And I just got tired looking at the guy stretching.
Right.
As soon as the camera shuts down, he would stretch. But interesting thing about Ray Parks is that, and many of you remember Star Wars movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, this one was called Phantom Menace, Episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of Darth Maul? He's the guy with the red face with the black line.
Right.
Yep.
That was Ray Park, who also plays Snake Eyes.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. This guy's a real martial artist. And what you see is not a stunt double. He actually does his own thing.
Really?
Yeah, he does. He's really a nice guy. He's probably pushing 40 now, and he's still in good shape.
So him and he's in the Jackie Chan mold.
Oh, yeah. He's not Jackie Chan. He surpasses Jackie. Jackie Chan's an actor, but this guy's actually a martial artist who does a lot of martial arts scenes. But anyway, he had a helmet on his head. When you see the movie, you see Snake Eyes wearing his helmet, and he never takes it off in the movie because he's very faithful to the character.
Right.
But that helmet cost $53,000. Let me repeat that again. Repeat that again. That was not a mistake, people.
Right.
That helmet cost $53,000.
Wow.
Why is that? People ask me. Well, Well, first of all, it was made in China. No, never mind. Oh. Actually, no.
Oh, so it really was 155,000.
There you go, brother.
But it was made in China.
There you go. You said it, I didn't.
Right.
What it was, we go to set at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we have breakfast, etc. But 8 o'clock in the morning, we were shooting in New Orleans, right outside of New Orleans. So the humidity was like 80% already.
Yeah. Right.
And of course, he had to do his own fighting scenes. And unlike this other character who takes off his mask, Snake Eyes never takes off his mask. So what happens is that the humidity gets in there, he just fogs it up.
Right.
So he had to have an air conditioning system, I repeat, air conditioning system in the helmet to keep that air circulating so he could actually look out and see and do his fighting scenes.
Wow.
$53,000.
System inside the helmet.
Yeah, he had a little fan going on in there, and he would just roll and things like that. So whenever the camera shut down, we most of the principal actors have someone called personal assistants, PAs. And every time the camera was shut down, I'd take off my jacket because it was custom made, and I'd give it to my PA to hold. Well, there was a guy whose PA's job was to take off the helmet of Snake Eyes and hold it until the next shot.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, for $53,000, I understand that.
Yeah, somebody's got to hold that thing.
Yeah, I mean, that helmet costs more.
Who's got the $53,000 helmet?
You dropped that and you should job. I mean, that helmet costs more than 20 extras they had in the local hires.
Really?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Augusta, we got to get into your career, how you got started, some of the things you're doing and you've done. Hey, we hanging out with B. Murphy, K. Mac, D.R. Reese, and Augustus Cho here in studio. We're getting it on as we always do on the Sports Shop. Hang out. It's going to be fun. You listen to the Sports Shop at 620 AM The Buzz.
Trunk rattling like two midgets in the backseat wrestling. Speaker box vibrate the tag, make it sound like aluminum cans in the bag. But I know y'all wanted that 808. Can you feel that BASS bass? But I know y'all wanted that 808. Can you feel that BASS bass? All that
Weekday mornings at 5, it's Mark Thomas and Mike Maniscalco.
Joining us now, he is John Forsen.
I know. On Thursday.
I've got you taken care of. You're gone. Everything in and around the house done.
No, I see mood swings, and everything's on an upswing around my house. So whatever that means, I'm not sure. I know during the lockout it was ugly, but anyway, okay.
Get more of Mark and Mike weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on 620 AM and 99.9 HD2 The Buzz.
There is a book entitled All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. As the title suggests, we are taught many of the basics of life in our first year of school. This is Robin Trzynski, and although we are taught many things at this young age, there are many, many more that we learn along the way out of necessity or experience. At the Original Mattress Factory, we understand that one such thing is how to buy a mattress. And since we know that most first-time buyers feel unprepared or confused, we strive to educate our customers so that they can make an informed decision as simply as possible. Our knowledgeable sales staff, for example, can give you a tour to help you see and understand how our products are made. Or via our website, you can compare our products side by side with the national brands and learn the basics from A to Z. Buying a mattress doesn't have to be something you learn the hard way. So stop by an Original Mattress and experience more than just a mattress store. Experience an original.
The Original Mattress Factory on Spring Forest Road between Capitol Boulevard and Atlantic Avenue. Or check us out on the web at originalmattress.com.
Come to the 32nd Annual Greek Festival at the Exposition Center on the State Fairgrounds now through Sunday. Enjoy live Greek music, traditional folk dances, and authentic Greek food. Find them on Facebook or Twitter, or download their app on your iPhone or Droid.
You ever find yourself wondering, where is this economic recovery everyone's talking about? Why am I not part of this? What about me? And I'm stuck at a job and career I can't get out of. Let me tell you what I've learned about IT that I never knew before New Horizons. When companies hire IT employees, the most important thing is your certifications. What programs are you certified in? They're the certifications New Horizons offers. This is why you don't need a 4-year degree to work in IT. This is why most New Horizons students are in their new careers before they finish training. It's why companies call New Horizons when they're looking for employees. And boy, there's a lot of jobs out there right now. It's why you don't need computer experience to attend New Horizons. It's why so many veteran and active duty military use their GI Bill funds to train at New Horizons. So why haven't you called New Horizons Career Development Center? The 5-minute phone call that could change your life today. 919-336-1000.
Here's the Hendrick Carry Auto Mall deal of the day.
2014 4-door Fiat 500L, just over 2,000 miles, only $21,998. Come see it today.
Go to carryautomall.com or call 866-AUTOMALL. We're located off Highway 64.
The Sports Shop is open on 620 AM and 99.9 HD2. The Buzz.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You can't go wrong with a little K-Mac, on Saturday morning.
The K-Mac hour.
You can't go wrong. Well, we got Augustus here.
Whatever.
UNC's infamous hockey player.
We'll delete the infamous part. You're a hockey player, yes. And we do take donations for the cause.
Right. I thought the third shortest book in the library, Blacks I've Met While Playing Hockey, I thought that book was like, on the short list.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What is it?
Koreans I've met while playing ice hockey. That's a shorter book.
I think
as in one.
That's a two-pager.
That's a quick one. So that's practically a haiku.
So
that's a nice. You are smart, man. You must have gone to Princeton or something. I tell you.
Please,
don't get them started.
Do not say that.
Yeah, don't feed the beast.
So, all right.
Don't feed the beast over there.
Yeah.
So Augustus.
Yes, sir.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, they used to call me on the set.
There you go. I was just about to ask you. So for those that don't know,
right?
What was your character? What role did you play in the movie? So we can talk about that a little bit.
I was the accidental North Korean leader. And I had actually auditioned for another part, for another thing, and then I go down there. And this was a big casting company in North Carolina, and all the actors pretty much know. They're very strong. And I went down there one time to audition for this TV show, something called Eastbound and Down.
Right.
Nothing you've seen,
Right.
Eastbound and Down with Will Ferrell and this other fellow.
Right. Will Ferrell. That's my name.
He's a Hollywood dude already. He dropping names.
Right.
I know.
I tell you, Danny McBride is the other guy.
Yeah.
He plays Kenny.
I love Danny McBride.
Yeah.
He plays Kenny Powers, and he's a real down-to-earth, really a solid guy.
Right.
Okay.
He has what I call, he does not have Hollywooditis.
Right. And he's funny.
Yes, he is, and he still doesn't take himself seriously.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, I go down and audition for this thing, and then I come out, and this guy says, "Wait a minute, well, you Korean?" I said, "Well, man, most of the time I am." Most of the time. The guy says, "Well, when after you audition for this other one, come to my office." So I go in there afterwards, and he's looking for stuff. He says, "Okay, so he gives me this scenario, and the scenario is where he says that, okay, you're going to be like a North Korean officer in a prison. And you're going to be drinking a cup of coffee or something, like you can be holding a cup, and then someone shoots that out of your hand.
Right.
And that's what you're going to react to. So I said, fine. Because they don't usually tell you what the movie roles you're doing it for.
Right.
And if they do they do audition you, they call it something else. So I had no idea what I was auditioning for. So I go through the scene, they tape it, and then I guess he ships it off to casting in Hollywood. And 3 months later, I get this phone call.
Oh.
And the part that I had auditioned for is in the opening scene of the movie where Channing Tatum and The Rock try to break into this North Korean prison. And then there's a scene where this guy gets his cup shot out of his hand. Well, that's what I auditioned for. I didn't get that. Instead, they kicked me up to this North Korean leader, which was a principal role, one of the principal roles. I was one of those guys, and that's how I ended up. So I call myself the accidental North Korean leader. So that's
great accident.
Hey, look, that was a good accident. You got bumped up to principal role.
It was a SAG role, SAG pay, SAG. It was everything in limousine, the suite, the whole thing, whole 9 yards. It was excellent weeks in.
Got your own trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was nice.
We get our own trailer too.
Yeah. What is it? 2 feet wide?
Yeah.
Some of us living on a trailer.
Right. I was gonna say we get a trailer, but it might be at the trailer park.
It's called a double wide.
Hey, look, I get a trailer, but some of us call it a Nissan Altima.
You got a Nissan? Damn, dog. I've been driving a Hyundai.
I used to.
So give our fans a little bit of an idea of how'd you get into acting?
Well, I got tired of collecting Social Security and welfare checks, so I decided I'm going to actually be a productive member of society.
It could be an actor.
And, I didn't want to be a waiter or be a carpenter like, Harrison Ford. Speaking of Harrison Ford, there's a guy in that movie, he plays the Russian leader. He's the only guy I know who gets killed by Harrison Ford in 2 different movies.
Really?
Yeah. In G.I. Joe, the Russian leader.
Great trivia.
I got a question for you too about that.
His name is Ilya Volok, and he's an excellent theater actor, trained in Russia. He's a really, really excellent actor. And then he got in the movie Air Force One. Once after Harrison just supposed to be jettisoned off, he comes back up to the plane. Right. He's the first Russian that he kills.
Yeah.
So he goes to another.
He kills him downstairs in the galley.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. I remember that.
That's Ilya.
I know him.
Yeah,
that was 15, 20 years ago. And then he shows up in another movie called Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Right.
Crystal Palace, something like that.
Right.
So Harrison Ford sees him walking. He says, "Wait a minute. Didn't I kill you in the last movie? I'll kill you again in this movie."
Hey, Gus, speaking of being killed, let me ask you a question. So we always throw around the shop. Why when there's a movie and there's a brother in the movie, why the brother always got to get killed first? The first one to go out in the movie always got to be a brother.
Let me talk.
Sometimes when the credits are first coming on, we out 2 minutes of the movie, we dead.
When's the last time you seen a movie where an Asian guy does not do martial arts, man?
There you go. Okay.
Good point.
In a way, Hollywood is very, very creative in terms of technology, and some of the writing is really superb. However, Hollywood is also very narrow in their perspective when it comes to certain images.
Yeah.
In terms of stereotypes and that kind of a thing. So it's really hard for non-white actors to break out of that mold because they can only see you in a particular perspective. And that's all they can see.
Right.
And it's hard to break out of that.
Right.
It's a mentality. It's a state of mind. But you're dealing with human beings.
That's what we call it now, where we call it going the proven revenue model.
And this is what...
Exactly.
That model has been proven to work, and it brings in money, so let's stick with it.
Right.
And everything comes down to business.
Yes.
This is why I think what Tyler Perry's doing is excellent, because he's actually breaking a lot of things out, and he's actually trying to, incorporate a lot of perspective. So there are individuals out there who have a bigger picture of society in mind. But, they're far and few between, so...
Right. Hey guys, we're gonna segue just a little bit into a couple of callers. We got a couple on the line. Hey, we got Mike and Kerry.
Mike.
On the line. Welcome to the Sports Show, Mike. What's good, man? How you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
We're doing well, brother.
What's happening?
This is the best show on radio. I mean, how can you hear this kind of conversation? You could mention The Rock, Harrison Ford, trivia. And 2 weeks ago, you have Walter Sweet P. Davis on. I mean, where else are you going to get this kind of diversity?
Hey, Mike.
This is where it's at.
Hey, Mike, did you want that with fried rice or white rice?
Hey, listen, I know when you go to a Korean restaurant, it's kimchi, not fried rice. I know. I'm not one of these buffoons around here that thinks it's all the same.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great, man.
Listen, I'm glad you guys mentioned The Rock. You talk about, Hollywood success stories and things like that. You look at the bio of that guy. I mean, he's at the U. This is guys like the modern Forrest Gump.
Yes.
He's at the U during the heyday. He loses his job to Warren Sapp. I mean, come on, it doesn't get any better than that. That's a guy that is like, there's a new Arnold to me. Anyway, I'm just really enjoying the show. I enjoyed the scene you were talking about. Although I don't think it was Indiana Jones and the Crystal Palace. That's a restaurant. That's not the movie.
Right.
Skull.
And the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Enjoying the show, and guys, I hope you all appreciate that I did talk to the guys at Clemson to make sure they kept it close to keep the ratings up. So I did my part to keep the locals happy. Enjoying the show. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it. That's what it's all about.
All right.
Mike
said, I know it's kimchi and not rice.
Unbelievable. Only in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Look, be careful with our fan base. Trust me.
The people, they're listening. Hey, we're going to take a call again. Actually, this is pretty good, though. This is fun. You can give us a great insight to... He name dropping K-Mac?
Yeah, he name dropping him. Harrison Ford.
Dwayne Johnson.
Hey, listen, Will Ferrell.
Will's my man.
Danny McBride.
They be mighty fine.
We're getting in. We're dropping names. Hang out. We're going to get a little on the side. Mr. Sports Shop, 620 a.m. The Bars. Let's go.
You feel it again. Wanna do something right, but we can do something better. Dinner's on night tonight. We ain't trying to settle for later. Stay out here living the life.
Over in Raleigh today at the NC State Fairgrounds, they're holding the AKC Responsible Dog Ownership Day.
Uh-huh.
Now, one part about being a responsible dog owner is, well, you've got to have a great car for your dog to be in.
That's right.
Of course, that's where we come in. Here at Hendricks Chevrolet in Cary, right off Highway 64. Here's Hendricks' Jamie Anderson.
That means now is the time to find new roads this This is the summer sell-off. Other dealers are selling down their inventory, but we are selling it all, and we're selling it right now. Prices will never be lower. 20% off 2013 Silverados, Cruises, Malibus. 15% off 2013 Camaros, Suburbans, Equinoxes. We got a customer from Fuquay-Varina with a 509 credit score into a new Equinox at 3.9%.
You know, my dog said to me just yesterday, I love this new Roverado. And it's a great truck.
I bet.
See us today. Go to HendrickChevrolet.com. Find new roads to Hendrick Chevrolet.
If you buy a Chevy anywhere else.
Oh, you'll pay too much.
Hendrick, I like it like that.
Discounts based on MSRP, trade-in loyalty, and $19.99 or newer truck owner loyalty bonus. Exclude Chevy, Corvette, and Spark.
The biggest professional golf event in the Triangle is back. The SAS Championship returns to Prestonwood October 11th through the 13th with Nick Faldo, Colin Montgomery, Bernard Longer, plus the rest of the Champions Tour stars. And great events like Food Truck Friday, the Blue 5K, and WakeMed Family's First Fun Fest. Kids 17 and under admitted free courtesy of the News and Observer. Visit SASChampionship.com. The SAS Championship, legendary golf and great community events.
Walmart presents. Did you just say free? Yes, we did say free. Because this year, layaway is free with no opening fee. Plus, at Walmart, layaway is backed by AdMatch, making it better than ever. So, if you love layaway and you love stuff that's better, then you should get to Walmart and get started today. Save money. Live better. Walmart.
Walmart stores will match any local competitor's printed ad for an identical product on your layaway account at the Walmart.com services desk. Layaway available through 12/13 on eligible items. Restrictions and fees apply. See store for details.
The Mountaineers are ready to get back to active status on the gridiron.
Releases, reaches to the goal line. Touchdown, black and gold.
I'm David Jackson. This is your Friday trip around the mountain.
Around the mountain, a daily look inside App State Athletics.
Touchdown, black and gold. Gold game at the Rock. Mountaineers win it.
Presented by the Yosef Club, providing scholarship support for Mountaineer student athletes.
Football is in full force at the Rock. Family Weekend 2013 is just around the corner as the Apps prepare to host Charleston Southern. A limited number of tickets remain for the September 27th Flash, and you can get your seats online today at appstatesports.com. Come see the Mountaineers battle a Charleston Southern team that's already racked up a win over the Citadel this season. It's App State and Charleston Southern, Saturday, September 27th at 3:30 at the Rock. For tickets, visit appstatesports.com. The Mountaineers hit the road for Elon later today, where tomorrow night the Apps will attempt to grab that elusive first victory of the 2013 season when they square off with the Phoenix. Kickoff is set for 6. 4 o'clock is our airtime on most of these same stations. Head coach Scott Satterfield says he's pleased with the way his team has tackled the adversity of an 0-2 start.
Definitely right. I mean, it's real easy to fall in a trap of, hey, we're 0-2, start pointing fingers and that kind of thing. The thing that we kept talking about is staying together, playing for each other, playing for 60 minutes, and those are the things that we're trying to focus on. We're trying to focus on the positives and not dwell on the negatives. Obviously, we have to correct some things, but try to stay positive and try to play for each other. Those are the things that we're trying to get across to our guys.
On Mountaineer Talk last night, Satterfield said the Apps are still undecided on who will start at quarterback, and that decision will likely go all the way up until game time. This is Around the Mountain on the Appalachian IMG Sports Network. Appalachian State students have fueled the excitement at the Rock for decades, and now recent graduates have a special way to continue to support their Mountaineers. The Yosef Club Young Alumni Program offers App State grads the chance to join an annual gift level for 50% off the regular price. Special parking is available for those who purchase season tickets in addition to their donation. For more details on the Yosef Club Young Alumni Program, visit appstatesports.com/Yosef Club. The Appalachian volleyball team hosts the Black and Gold Invitational this weekend. Throwback style at Varsity Gym. Denver, East Carolina, and future Sunbelt foe UT Arlington comprise the field. A full slate of games is available at appstatesports.com, and you can watch the action live throughout the weekend on App State TV. I'm David Jackson, and that's your look around the mountain.
Around the Mountain, presented by the Yosef Club.
I got news for you. Forget Mr. Belding. How about Mr. Hunter?
This is the Appalachian IMG Sports Network.
This is the Sports Shop on 620 AM and 99.9 HD2. The Buzz.
This is what I'm talking about. We're trying got diversified music as well. We got people born in the 80s, people born in the 60s. Maybe some people born in the 70s. Maybe.
That's old-fashioned, down-home, Southern soul, baby.
Southern soul here on the Sports Shop.
That ain't Southern soul. I can play you some Southern soul.
It's called Soul.
Soul, okay.
Soul.
This is D.R. Reese, B. Murphy, K-Mac, and our in-studio guest is Augustus Cho hanging out with us, man. And you know what, B. Murphy, we have a question today we want to get people involved in. We got 91, join the conversation, 919-860-6200. And to tee up the question today one more time.
Is Floyd Mayweather the greatest boxer of all time?
Wow.
I'm going to go right on in. I'm going to get it get it started right at the back. The answer to that question is no.
Okay.
I don't think Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer of all time, but I think Floyd Mayweather is probably the best marketer of any boxer of all time.
I agree with that.
Outside of Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali was the package, okay? The complete package, okay? Floyd Mayweather has taken that, and in an era where now we have 24/7 media access, we've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, all of these things by which individuals are communicating with one another, on a more personalized level. Floyd has taken that, and he has learned the lessons of the past, and he has taken it to another level.
And which leads me to this question. He's projected to make $41 million.
No.
Well, he was guaranteed $41 million.
Guaranteed $41 million.
And what's the final number that people are talking about now?
Before the pay-per-view, he was guaranteed $41.5.
Right.
Now we're talking maybe 2.5 million pay-per-view buys. It has shattered records.
Wow.
Okay? So as a businessman and as a marketer and as an athlete, Floyd Mayweather is now the single highest paid athlete in the history of sports. Okay, let me. Augustus, you want to knock on that mic again like you did the first time? Hey.
There you go, man.
Let me say that again.
Right. Now for sports.
Floyd Mayweather is the most highly compensated athlete in the history of sports.
Wow.
Okay? One fight with Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
He's going to bring in north of $100 million. Okay? Awesome. One fight. Now, he made in excess of 35 or 40 on the last fight.
Right.
And these are just the first two of a 6-fight deal that he did with Showtime, okay, to leave HBO, okay, because obviously CBS has bigger and deeper pockets.
Right. Okay, so wait a minute, hold on. You telling me that there's a possibility Floyd Mayweather could end his career north of $1 billion?
Yes.
More than Tiger?
Yes.
$1 billion.
Right. Right.
That's a lot of paper.
I mean, the guarantee money, just the guarantee money on this 6-fight deal is $250 million. That's the guarantee money. So let's look at it in terms of this fight that just happened.
Right.
Okay? The pay-per-view shattered all records. It's the biggest pay-per-view fight in the history of, fighting. Okay? Closed-circuit television shattered records. The biggest closed-circuit television fight in the history of sports. Okay? In terms of the live gate, it broke the live gate record that was set by Mayweather de la Hoya. Okay? So now Floyd has the top 2 boxing gates of all time.
And this is primarily because of his opponent.
Okay.
Has a lot to do with it, right?
Well, it's a good fight.
Well, it's a good fight, but the opponent was from Mexico.
Well, now that's a big deal.
Right.
Canelo Alvarez, being a Mexican star, okay, can deliver big numbers in Mexico, which he did.
Right.
Okay, so the foreign rights were the biggest of any boxing fight ever. Okay, and of course the pay-per-view, killed him. $75 a shot. And you do 2.2 million.
Yeah.
You're big.
You're stacking.
So his percentage on the back end, because it was under Mayweather Promotions,
right?
Okay, Mayweather took in and is, according to Leonard Ellerby, who is the president of Mayweather Promotions and who would know because he's at settlement. Leonard Ellerby says Floyd's probably going to make around $110 to $120 million on this fight.
Okay.
And he's got 4 more left on this deal.
I've got an island east of Tahiti for sale.
Exactly.
So you can avoid that.
And at some point in time, Pacquiao's got to be in this mix.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And,
Amir Khan, because Khan can deliver the European and British market, okay? And Khan is big in Europe.
Wow.
And the British, they are fanatics about boxing.
Well, the key now is now he's built this mystique. Can he be beat?
Right.
Who will be the now it's really getting to the point now because everybody knows he's may at best is 6 fights left.
Right.
At best, right? So everybody knows that.
Right.
So now nobody wants to miss the fight. You want to see the one that he actually loses. So that's why he's gonna make more and more and more.
And that's why when Augustus I mentioned earlier about the fact that like Ali, he has gotten to the point where he has his dedicated fans who love him and think he's one of the greatest of all time, and then he has an incredibly large army of haters who think that they can't wait to see Floyd Mayweather get his behind beat.
They want to see it.
And that's what Muhammad Ali had. Back in the 70s, back in the 60s, that's what Muhammad Ali had. He was the guy that everybody knew had incredible talent, and he had loyal believers who thought he was one of the best of all time, but he had an army of people who hated him.
And then there was Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe.
Yeah, I mean...
Ken Norton may rest in peace.
Yes.
No, he passed.
Now, the actual question is whether he's the greatest boxer of all time, and I'm going to take exception to that. I think, when you even look at the welterweight division, okay, the greatest welterweight fighter of all time, in my opinion, is Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay,
but see, when you said that, it caught me. I really don't know that much about Sugar Ray Robinson.
Right,
Sugar Ray, Sugar Ray.
Right, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Leonard, I know about, but
modeled his game. Okay, because his trainer. Okay, was Yank Durham.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was a Sugar Ray Robinson descendant.
Okay.
Right. Everybody patterned their fight game after Sugar Ray Robinson. Right. He was simply the greatest fighter that we've ever seen.
Right.
I mean, think about this. In an era where there were only 8, weight divisions, and there was only one champion per weight division for the entire world, there were only 8 champions. Well, Sugar Ray Robinson held the middleweight and the welterweight title simultaneously for like 12 years.
That's crazy.
He had 25% of the available championship belts in the world were around his waist, and he kept them there for like 12 years.
Wow.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty significant. I mean, and maybe at the end of the day, you're probably right, but for my money, when I look at the boxer.
No, the boxer of all time is going to be Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Because he took what smaller guys could do, and he took it to a big man level.
Right.
With the level of skill that those guys at the smaller weight classes had. I mean, no one had ever seen a big man do that.
Yeah, I think...
And we still haven't.
I think you probably get consistency in this room, I think, with Muhammad Ali is that dude. And again, and you're right, Mayweather, from a marketing perspective, is probably be up there at the top because he's done it.
Nobody's made as much money as Floyd Mayweather and kept it.
Right. Yeah.
And kept it.
Tyson made some money, but,
Mike gave it away.
Yeah.
That's the problem for Mike.
Yeah.
What if his cornerman Ezra Dundee didn't die instead? If
you're talking about Cus D'Amato.
Yeah, Cus D'Amato.
Yeah. When D'Amato died,
that's a good point.
I think that was the big turnaround for Tyson. I think if Cus was alive, what could have been is what I'm thinking.
Right. Yeah. Because the Cus D'Amato Kevin Rooney team was the team that kept Mike in check. Because, Cus stepped in when Mike was like 13 years old and was, already been arrested 45, 50 times, strong-arm robbery in Brownsville, that kind of thing. And Cus was somebody that, for whatever reason, Mike trusted him.
Yeah, it was like his father.
Right. The D'Amatos took him in.
Right.
And it clicked with Mike.
Right.
And Kevin Rooney doing the training, Cus doing the, strategy and because Cus D'Amato had world champions now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Floyd Patterson.
Right.
Who, by the way, came from the Williamsburg Projects.
Uh-oh. Homeboy. Representing the Williamsburg.
He lived in the Williamsburg houses on Block 4, baby. He lived in the apartment upstairs from Charlie Williams.
Talking serious there.
Yeah, he's a good
I think when Cus died, I don't think Mike ever recovered emotionally and mentally, and I think that's what happened to him.
Yeah, he didn't.
Because otherwise, he has so much potential.
Right, and he was rudderless.
Yes,
he was like a boat without a rudder after that.
Yeah.
And I know people who personally were part of Mike Tyson's team for 10 years. Okay, I say Mike gave away literally $120 million to people around him.
Yeah.
With regard to, houses that he bought them, cars that he bought them, jewelry that he bought them, money that he just gave them. I mean, just literally.
Remember one time when he just walked off from his Rolls Royce in Lincoln Tunnel?
Yep.
Just kind of walked off when the car stopped or something.
Literally.
But that's crazy.
But I mean, Mike was the kind of guy to go into, go buy himself a car, and he had 3 of his boys with him, and he'll say, "Oh well, you know what? Give them whatever they want to."
Oh.
And I mean, that's cool, but you can't do that with 25 people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Mayweather's a little different.
Yeah, Mayweather.
He's gonna buy one,
but it's gonna be all for him.
All. All.
Right.
Mom, dad, no, I don't care.
He's cheap.
You want a car? Drive one of mine.
Right. He's cheap.
You can rent one of mine.
Right.
Wow.
Right. And that's
I charge by the hour.
That's why he's gonna have his money.
No, he's for all of the theatrics.
Yes.
Here's what I say about Floyd.
Yeah.
Okay. For all of the theatrics, and I said this to Chris, with respect to Chris Brown, because he does love Floyd.
Oh,
he loves
God.
Floyd.
Yeah.
But here's the way it works. Don't get caught up in any of the theatrics. Don't look at him going around carrying $1 million in a gym bag around. Don't look at him with all the jewelry. Don't look at the cars. Don't look at all of that. Look at the fact that from the time he was 7 years old, Floyd Mayweather has done nothing in his life but box. He boxes every single day and trains every single day of his life. He's never out of shape. Has never been out of shape.
Right.
Has never had a problem making weight.
So now, I guess, with the question today, again, I got to give him some respect. And you convinced me, because, again, I was just really bored on my wits the other night watching that fight. But from a strategy perspective and him being a boxer, as you say, I mean, he is that dude. But the greatest, I think, consistency for us here in this room, the greatest is Muhammad Ali.
But think about Muhammad, though. Muhammad's greatest fights were also.
Right, exactly. So, but we're going to transition quick and get back on. There's some top games on tomorrow. We got the NFL kicking off, and really want to focus on that as we get ready to wind down a little bit. K-Mac, who's playing tomorrow? Somebody we need to worry about, or even focus on tomorrow? Some good games?
Houston, Baltimore.
Yeah, that's like Ed Reed going back to his previous team he played.
Houston, Baltimore.
One's going to be good.
1-2-0.
Yeah,
the biggest game of the day is New York Giants against the Carolina Panthers.
Ain't nobody worried about that. Ain't worried about that.
That was next on my list. So this game has a lot of had a lot of implications coming up. I'm talking about the Giants and the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so there will be some layoffs after this game if the Panthers don't win.
Some people call them there'll be some firings. These are layoffs.
I could assure you there will be some changes made if they don't win this game.
I think the head coach will be going. I think this is his game.
Oh, Ron Rivera?
Oh, yeah.
It may be a wrap.
They are about to kill him down there. Seriously. And they've been playing decent. They had some bad breaks.
Yeah, so that's one of them. So
well, I'm sorry to see Ron Rivera go, because the New York Giants will be putting the foot in that behind on Sunday.
St. Louis, Dallas.
Okay.
Really?
St. Louis, Dallas.
Really? Does it
Augustus?
Does it matter?
No comment. As we say in politics, I acknowledge nothing, admit anything.
Right. Senator, I do not recall.
The Fifth Amendment. What's the Fourth Amendment?
Cleveland, Minnesota. Minnesota need to get it together.
Yeah.
They got to
Cleveland transition. They trade away Trey Rich. My old boy. What's up with that?
Okay, we have to say something about Cleveland.
Yeah.
What are they thinking in Cleveland?
You know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
It's the weather, man.
They're thinking, well, we don't have enough tools, so let's trade this guy while we still can. That's what they're thinking. And that's a possibility. Cam Newton may get traded, by the way.
What?
So anyway,
No way. No
Arizona,
way.
yes.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Arizona, yeah, seriously. Arizona, New Orleans.
Cam Newton?
Yes. This one, you heard it here first.
Yeah. Arizona, New Orleans. New Orleans is going to take that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got improved. Their improved defensive line.
I agree with that.
Is strong.
I missed one. Tampa Bay, New England.
Oh,
well, we already know that. Keep going.
Hey, no. Hold on. Let's just say this. I think New England's going to win. But have you ever seen Tom Brady this frustrated and out of sync on offense?
It is so refreshing.
I'm happy.
We all happy.
I'd love to see nobody in more turmoil than Tom Brady. And what's that coach he got that can't wear a shirt?
They be spying on people.
Yeah, he don't have collars on his shirt.
The hoodie, cut off hoodie.
Hey, look.
You ever trust a man that doesn't have a collar on his shirt?
Hey.
And a cut off hoodie.
Hey, Bill Belichick, though, it's funny. In the LT thing that premiered on Friday night, Life and Times of LT, they asked whether or not, when he was on the Showtime show with Phil Simms, they asked him whether or not he ever thought in his mind, when Bill was the defensive coordinator for the Giants, whether or not he would ever be the man.
Right.
And LT said, I didn't really see it myself. He said, but from day one, he said, Bill Parcells told everybody, Bill Belichick will one day be the best coach in the NFL.
Really?
Yep. He said that unequivocally.
I guess he's right about that.
Well, I don't agree. Anyway.
Yeah, of course not, because, you have Mike Shanahan and your team sucks and your organization is in disarray. But I digress. Go ahead.
Such pain. San Diego, Tennessee.
San Diego. Actually, San Diego surprised a lot of people. They surprised when they beat Philly the other day, so... Philly Rivers throwing the ball around a little bit.
Philly Rivers, he better get it together. He's going to be back over there. Carter Finley being an assistant coach. He better get it together out there. I'm just telling you now. Look, heard it here.
Yeah. What you got?
Detroit, Washington.
Uh-oh.
This is the game.
Detroit.
This is our first game. Oh, go ahead. I don't mind. Get off the bandwagon. I don't mind.
Off the bandwagon?
Yeah, you're a supporter.
I don't think he's never been on the bandwagon.
He'll support.
I'm standing on the sideline.
On the seat, too.
Yeah, he'll closet support. I called him the other day with the little Redskins hat on.
Did you get you?
I caught it. I caught him with a little gold on over there.
I would pass out butt naked running down Capitol Boulevard before you catch me wearing a Redskins hat.
Other people passing by, driving by would probably pass out too.
They would pass out too.
I know one thing. I'll hear about it. Atlanta, Miami.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Undefeated Miami, by the way.
Yes.
This is the test.
I mean, name 3 players on that team. I mean, are you serious?
Here's the test.
The one with the ball.
Right. No. This is the test for Miami.
Okay.
Are they the real thing?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Or,
are they playing at home or what are they playing at K-Mac? At home or in Miami?
They're playing in Miami.
But
okay.
Atlanta is improved on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
And they already had the offensive side of the ball pretty good.
Right.
Okay.
On the defensive side of the ball, they have improved. So Atlanta's real.
Right.
And they're trying to make another level push. But Miami, this is the test.
I can't wait for this one.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Battle of the Rookies.
Right.
Who's that?
Buffalo and New York Jets.
Yeah, that's a good one. I tell you, E.J. Manuel, man,
He's playing well.
He's
The
that
Battle
dude.
of the Rookies.
E.J. Manuel is going to be good.
Yeah.
But they're playing, well, I don't know. They're playing in Jet Stadium. So.
And him and that coach have a fun relationship.
Yeah.
I think E.J. Manuel's going to be good in Buffalo.
And your boss struggling. The Gino.
You know what's interesting though? Gino did all of that whining and complaining, and he talked about how great he wanted to be and how much of a talent he is.
Yeah.
EJ said not a word.
Right. He just went to play.
He didn't say a word through the whole process.
He just went to play. Hey, guys, so you got to check those games out. I'm pretty sure more. But this comes to the time where we always try to get in where we can fit in.
Don't forget Denver and Oakland. Don't try to get away.
Oh, wait, because I'm going to try to get away.
Don't try to get away, buddy. Denver and Oakland.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah, go on, get it in. We got enough time.
My Oakland Silver and Black Raiders, trust me, we're going to go into Denver and shock the world.
No, you're not.
We're going to shock the world, baby. Anyway, so as I was saying,
hey, Augustus, did you hear that pregnant pause?
Hold on. Say that again.
We're going to shock the world.
Hold on.
He said,
Is this on?
This mic on? This mic on? You got Great American?
It's kind of a special time of the day before we close up. We call it our good look, what's good in sports, a lot of bad look, what's not so good in sports. Be ready for where you going, man.
Okay, on the bad look, I'm going to say that it's the NFL referees' confusion as it relates to these hits.
Okay.
I just think,
really?
Yeah, I just think it's leading. I just think it's leading to some damaging, decisions by some of the players.
Right.
You know what I mean? In relationship to, especially these crackback blocks.
Right.
Where people are going low. Sue just got, Ndamukong Suh just got fined $100,000 for a stupid hit.
Yeah.
There've been a bunch of stupid hits. Going low because people don't want to, hit high. So I think that's bad for the NFL.
Okay.
All right, you're ruining careers that way. And then on the good look, hey, the New York Giants are playing the Carolina Panthers.
You may get one.
We might get one.
That's sad.
And it's
That's sad for the Panthers, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy to right the ship when you're 0-2. It's not like we're 2-7. 2-7 trying to right the ship. You in bad shape.
Yeah, that's a problem.
0-2. We still got Eli. We good.
You believe in Eli, don't you?
I do believe in Eli. All day, every day.
A shout out to Dana. Man, ain't Eli.
Augustus, what's your good looking, bad look, man? What's good with you in sports these days?
Oh, man. All I'm going to say is South Carolina can win today, this afternoon at 12 o'clock.
They got Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right. Game, and Carolina's got to turn that ship around. I I'm still, I guess the jury's still out on the new coach, Fedora. And I'm hopeful, and I'm excited about his unpredictable offensive plays. And, there's some sparks there. But you know what? We really, really need running back, and we really miss Gio.
Yeah,
miss Gio.
Gio's good enough, too.
Hey, he's good.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, man, where you going, man?
Hey, I got a couple, but I got some. John McCann just tweeted a question. He got a question for Augustus. He said, "Who's the great?" He's talking about the greatest of all time. Who's the greatest actor of all time?
I don't know about that. What I will say is that I don't know if you've seen the Brad Pitt movies called The Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a character who plays a German officer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He speaks 3 languages.
Yes.
His name is Christopher Walken, or Walken as they would say in German.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the most talented actor today in terms of what he can do.
Right.
A lot of actors overact. He doesn't. And Quentin Tarantino said he could not have made that movie without.
Hey, look, that guy was fantastic in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, that script was written years ago, but he couldn't find the right actor to do it. Well, he found Christopher Walken, and then there it was, and that's an awesome actor. But I guess one of my old-time favorite actors, Cary Grant.
Yeah, Cary Grant.
There you go. Old school. You heard it first. My bad look.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, you need to get yourself together. you got to get yourself together. Because this is ridiculous. I'm tired of watching you fall apart.
Well, I want to give a shout out to ECU Pirates.
Okay.
Pirates.
Coach Ruffy McNeil. Sitting on ready to go.
Sitting on ready, waiting on go.
Went to school with him.
That's right. Hey, guys, my good lookers have Augustus Cho here in the studio with us. Appreciate it, man. You got to come back and have us again. That was great, man.
Pleasure.
That was unbelievable. Hey, when we started the top, really, with our American Cup update from Atlanta Mike, then we got involved with our main man, Chris Hooks, kind of brought us to NCC. You love. Then, of course, Augustus came out and hung out with us, man, and kicked it in with us. So all the callers, John McCann and Game Day and everybody, Bear, 2 minutes we'll never get back. We appreciate you calling in, man. As always, each and every Saturday, this is
Bill Murphy.
J-Mac.
Augustus Cho.
And dear original with Alan B and Research. You're listening to Sept Sports Shop. We're going to have having fun as we always do. Hang out.
See you at Central.
It's always going to be fun. This is the Sports Shop on 620 AM The Buzz. Next time.